What's going on? We back. It's the Speak Your Mind show. And boy, do I have a show for y'all today, man. It's so much has been going on in just this week one of the A7FL. There was some away games. There was some home games here in Maryland too. And it got lives, some controversy already, as you could expect, as you could imagine, starting out, week one of what's going to be and predicted to be a really head on, phenomenal season on paper and by prediction. But evidently, just like you would have to do within a preseason or anything where you kind of start fresh, we got to work out the kinks. And we're all part of this league, myself included, and my special guest, who's the utmost analyst in this league. You're not going to find a more talented person who covers each player, each organization from top to bottom, and knows this game of football the way we play it, the 7-on-7 full contact, no equipment football, and L.J. Smith. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring L.J. on right now without further ado.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What's going on, L? What's going on, L? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's been a little crazy. It's been a little crazy the last couple of days. But like you said speak your mind, right? So I'm glad
Speak your mind.
This is a perfect opportunity. So speak my mind. We'll just get it out, and we'll just talk about exactly what's been going on this past weekend. Sunday was crazy.
I know, and you see, I had a little surprise for you. You know what I mean? I got Cam Carl Boogie right there, split in the middle. He's splitting the screen.
I was like, what? So you gonna bring Cam? Like,
yeah. Well, what's going on? What's going on, Cam Carl Boogie? How you doing? How y'all fellas doing? Now look, first let's get the pleasantries out. I know we got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff happened. People, wow, this happened, and some of the gripes and complaints are legitimate. Okay, but we're gonna talk about them. And I'm gonna give you the floor in a second, LJ, and then I want you to follow up with what he says, Cam, and we're just gonna bounce off of each other and go back and forth. But how is everybody? You two gentlemen look safe. I know COVID hit us all pretty hard. I'm looking at you. I'm hoping you're safe. I'm hoping your family's safe. I'm hoping everybody's persevering through this tough time. So how you been lately, and how you been holding up here, LJ?
I've been good. I've been blessed to be able to provide for my family during COVID. The good thing is that COVID has actually been able to allow me to be able to kind of reflect on myself and get my son now is virtual learning, so I get to spend more time with him as well. So that's been a blessing. Now he as my son gets older, you know what I'm saying. So as the kids get older, if you don't see them for some time, their face changes. Literally every week their face changes. So that's been a blessing to be able to spend time with him. And I've been with the grace of God, I've been COVID free. I've been in A7. It's funny. It's so crazy. A7, they got me testing every weekend. I got to get a test every week. Every week I get, so I got my test, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm stretching. He's like, yeah, don't forget, LJ, you got to get another test. You got to get another one next week as well. I said, whoa.
So, are you going to their facilities for that, or you have to go to your own primary?
So I go to my. It doesn't cost me anything. I have insurance for my job, so. But it's nice. Free, it's free. I mean, A7 they should cut a check, wink, wink, but yeah, it's free. You know what I'm saying? It's free. I just got to set up an appointment. It takes maybe I got to do a little virtual call. It takes like 5 minutes, and then they do a little swab of the nose, and then it's a couple of days I get the results via email, PDF file, screenshot, and I send it to A7FL, the big dogs at A7, and they just keep that on file. Because again, keep in mind, everyone we're in the booth now, so. The guy I'm commentating, Jack Bartek, he literally is right next to me. So, so they definitely want to make sure everything's consistent as far as with being consistent with COVID-19. So.
Yeah, we seen that feed, and I seen you said Bartek, right?
Yeah.
He had his face mask on. He seemed like he knows a little bit about the game, which is always good.
He knows football. Yeah, he actually commentates. He commentates for Montclair State. He's a commentator for baseball and football over there at Montclair State. So you just got to get, like you said, you just got to get used to the players and the rules changes. But just like anything, football is football. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. We've been playing football all our lives, so
Yeah.
he just gotta get acclimated with the players and the nicknames and the high speed. That's it.
Sure. And how about you, Cam? How you been, brother? How you been surviving through this pandemic that we all have to deal with, whether we like it or not?
Man, by the grace of God, man, it's just been a blessing that me, my kids, and my fiance, everyone in my family been COVID free.
Good.
It's been tough times, being without football. Now that it started back up, there's been a lot of, stress reliever from, actually, being in the house a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes
Yeah.
as humans, we love to want to be outside enjoying the air without a mask and everything like that. And for
Yeah.
me, I think football has definitely brought that back. So, I get to breathe a little bit more. But it's also on a good side, like LJ was saying, I get to spend time in the house with the boys. And, they just had a birthday 2 weeks ago. So, actually watching them grow in the house has been amazing, and actually watching them grow every other day or every day without them
Right.
basically in your face.
The twins. The twins. You got
Yeah,
the
man.
twins.
Yeah, twin
Yeah.
boys. Everything I do is for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
you got a good looking family, man. That's just awesome news to hear from both of you. Same thing here. Been surviving it. My wife's in the medical field.
Right.
She's
So
she
is
you know
my fiance in the medical field too. So,
so they had to get the vaccine in order to continue working. I don't know if your lady did, but my wife had
yeah.
to.
Yeah,
So
she's actually just walked in.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So let's get to the show, gentlemen. It was a busy week one, LJ.
Mhm.
Lots of craziness happened. You were up there to witness everything that took place in Jersey. Um, just, I mean, tell the audience what happened and what was week one like for you, and just give us some of the highs and lows of week one.
So there's been there's a lot of feedback. A lot of people got to realize is that what we're trying to do is we're trying to do what Sports Center, ESPN has done for all these 50 years or whatever it is. We're trying to do that in 3 years, or we're trying to give that same quality of that the same quality to our fans, our fan base. And with rain, we obviously the rain out there, that Asbury Park field, that field was not a field that we selected because we wanted to be in Asbury Park. It was more or less because we restricted to certain fields because of COVID-19. So
Mm.
COVID-19, that field was really only one of the fields, only the one location that we actually could get during with the COVID-19 going on. So with the wind, the ball, the A7 football, that white football, it's not one of those when the weather's bad. It's not one of those footballs that you want to pass because people you want to see the run game, but you want to see the ball get aired out. That's the game.
Sure.
So already from the rip, with rain, there's gonna be some opportunities. There's gonna be some, there's gonna be some stuff. The camera angles and a lot of stuff's gonna be a little, cameras and stuff like that. Audio is gonna be a little crazy. Marcus and them Marcus's team showed up 15 minutes before kickoff.
Wow.
A lot of people don't realize that. And again,
Mm-hmm.
I know that trip. I know that trip. Like I was telling you earlier in pre-show, because I lived in Dundalk actually, and I was working in Baltimore, and I was down there for like 2 years, and I made that trip every like 4 days. I would drive back from Dundalk. I would go to Dundalk to Baltimore. I'll get off of work, and I'll drive. And I'll take a power nap halfway to Jersey on a turnpike, and I'll drive up. That drive is no joke. So I understand, guys are getting here, whatever cases, but they showed up 15 minutes in a rainstorm, and still, they balled out. They still balled out. It's just that, a lot this questionable call just happened on the field, and a lot of people don't realize that Ryan is transitioning into like an executive role. He's no longer he's not even the commissioner of the league no more. You know what I'm saying? Like Carl's the commissioner of New Jersey. Usually people come to, when Ryan was a commissioner, they come to Carl. I mean Ryan, they say, Ryan, what's going on, blah blah. But Ryan's not like in an executive role. He doesn't really have anything to do with these play calls. The play calls, when people do reviewing and stuff, that's being done inside of the booth of the production with the guys that has like different camera angles and such, and then they're the ones who's looking at these cameras, not Ryan. Now, if they need feedback from Ryan, because Ryan obviously was commissioner, he's been in the league, he's the main guy, everyone knows him. And a few times he did ask him for feedback. Hey, what do you think about this? And he'd give feedback. But Ryan is not. We're in three different areas. He's in one booth. I'm commentating booth, and then we got the audio, sound, engineering people in another room. So it's difficult to continuously think that Ryan. Everyone keeps saying Ryan, Ryan, Ryan. They're tagging him. I don't know why they keep saying Ryan, Ryan. And that's why he had to look. That's why he was confused. Like, wait a second, I'm watching the game just like you. So, but one thing that they haven't done, and I think I was telling this to Cam, it's funny. Everyone's blaming the penalties. Everyone's blaming the missed calls. Everyone's tagging me because of for whatever reason, but I don't see anyone tagging I'm not seeing anyone tagging any of those defenders on that field that let my man Hollywood Ashanti run like 70 yards. Like nobody. See that sometimes you gotta keep it real with yourself. Why is no one tagging them? He just took it upon himself. He took it upon himself. He didn't throw a football. It's in the middle of the rainstorm. Who's he throwing it to with that football? You know he's not throwing it 5 yards. So let me ask you, number one, where's the defense at? Why didn't I tag? That's number one. Number two, he got the conversion, ran to the right. Number three, even when he had a shot, even when he ran to that right side, they had a shot to be able to punch him at that goal line, and they barely hit him. I don't know who that was, but they barely hit him. Come on. Y'all drove up 95 North, paid that toll. You got to make him pay at that goal line. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And people coming at me like I'm like, listen, bro, I'm
what are they saying to you? I didn't see none of the comments. I know Cam said he saw some stuff.
So let me tell you. So what happened was, I'll tell you what happened. What happened was, we originally when they had the combine and everything, they submitted rosters. So A7 wanted to know who you were. They said, listen, you have players, you want to know who you were. But now what happens is that, and I'm sure this happens with Cam as well. You guys get new jerseys. Hey, you know what? I want to change my number. You know what? I got a cousin that passed away because of cancer. Or my man Ace Boogie, long live Mari. You know what? I want to change this. I want to change this number, whatever. And now what happens is that if I don't know who you are, your name just comes up as a name with your old jersey number. So I might be calling Cam Boogie Steve Rogers. They're like, whoa, LJ, you don't know I'm like, listen, bro, this is what I'm given by your captain. You know what I'm saying? Your captain uploaded this to A7's website. A7 gives me this in a pre-production. Now what I have to do is I have to do the extra work when I'm not getting paid for. I got to hit every captain up. Hey, Cam, I know you play this weekend. Where your roster at? Are they updated? All right, who's this guy? Jersey's easier because, again, they say, hey, LJ, you know the Jersey players. Yeah, I know the Jersey players. I've been commentating with Jersey before Baltimore came. I played with the Jersey guys. I know the Jersey guys. Right. But when it comes to the Baltimore guys, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not here to make anyone look bad, right? I look better. If Baltimore sounds better and Jersey looks better, I look good. I'm not here to throw anyone in the bus unless you looking like hot trash. There's some players that look like hot trash, like the kid. And y'all see people say, yo, LJ, y'all think y'all riding? Did y'all see when I was commentating for the kid Jalen Crooms, the quarterback? BIC, Jalen Crooms.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Watch the BIC game. If y'all think you don't know cold-blooded, I said, listen, you got to get him out of the game. He gonna cost y'all. You don't. Did you see it, Cam?
I watched that. Yeah.
Listen, but he's from Jersey. He from. You know what I'm saying? Like BIC is like a home favorite. Like he from Jersey, and he took it on the chin. So why Baltimore can't take it on the chin? That's all.
That's a good question. I mean, how you feel about what he's saying, Cam? I mean, are you seeing it the same way? Because I mean, I was listening to how you was covering the game, you and the other gentleman in the booth, and I thought it was flowing smooth. And like you said, it was some really nasty weather up there. I mean, it was pouring down. You talking full cats and dogs, big cats, big dogs, and wind blowing like crazy. I spoke with Ron DePaul today, and he was like, man, it got worse than that. He said that second game, tents was blowing over. He said it was just a complete mess. So week one, no preseason, right? No preseason. Week one, come out the game. Come out to the fields with a regular season game. I mean, you would expect some things to go wrong, right? I mean, a couple names being called wrong or things of that nature. I mean, would you agree with that, Cam?
Yeah, and I'm gonna jump on to both of the subjects right now. As far as the game, both teams had an opportunity to put the game away. Let's just start with right there. Cobras had a shot, BIC had a shot. And, no game is going to go anyone's way, not even in the NFL. So we all want to be treated like men and get the same respect as NFL players get when it comes down to these refs. You got to take it on the chin when you messed up. And from what I don't understand, and LJ, you watched the game, Cobras was succeeding on running the ball.
Yeah.
Getting like 6-7 yards a pop. Why go away from it if it's working? Am I right?
Well, you're right. I talked to Marcus about that, and what happened was, it's so funny. Marcus came to, because again, people don't realize, just because I'm from Jersey, me and Marcus talk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, Marcus said he had a straight game plan for Riddick. And keep it real or not, Riddick's never been shut down ever like that. The way he's shut down. So if I'm saying he got shut down because of what Marcus told me, what Marcus do? Am I a Baltimore hater? Or no?
No.
Think about this. Sometimes you just gotta keep it real, right?
Hey, look, we're gonna have to dial it back a little bit because I was wondering why I wasn't seeing anybody coming on the feed. I had it set on here for public, but for some reason, it was not set on my main.
This guy,
page.
Derek Stroman. This is your man right here, Cam.
So I will take that on the chin and see, and that's a good. Look at the perfect example. You see how you are, L. You fair, man. I never. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I never thought you was being biased. I've seen you on multiple shows. You cover. Even look at your predictions for the game. You was even like
always Baltimore.
You was always. Like, man, I heard you. And look how close they came out.
They don't even listen. I campaigned for the Baltimore. Remember, because I don't know if y'all noticed, right? But remember when the Gators and Cobras played in the championship, right? They wanted to bring that bull crap to Jersey. I said, nah. I said, hell no. We're going to Baltimore. Yeah. I came to Baltimore. Yeah. The first, and then so funny. One time I commentated Baltimore, and I didn't know the players, and that was my fault. Whatever the case is. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I drove down to Baltimore with my son he was 7 at the time, and I met up with Marcus. I never met anyone from Baltimore. I met up with Marcus at what's some of his name that used to play quarterback for the Vikings before that retired.
Two,
right? I went to his restaurant. Yeah, we went to Jamel's restaurant. He got the soul food spot that when I moved down there, I used to always support the soul food spot right there. We met there, ate dinner. They introduced to me. They told me about Long Live Maury. They told me about their history, and I never had a problem with the commentary. And then next thing you know it, I sit out a year because they wanted to do a different direction. I don't want to speak them on y'all know. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, I came back and they hit me up and said, LJ, can you do this? Blah blah. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. I remember we was trying to reach out to you, Marcus and I. We said, hey, he kept telling me, he was like, yeah, guess what? And it was like the coming to LJ Smith. It was like we gonna get LJ, we gonna get LJ, but
I came, my work schedule never happened. Then we came, and then when I came, and then was crazy. You gotta remember too, I'm contracted by A7, so A7 pays me. I'm the commentator. When I came down there, and they said, "Yo, Ike." Remember when I commentated with Ike?
Yeah, I remember.
They didn't want Ike. They were like, LJ, you're the commentator. You're the commentator. I said, no. We show Baltimore love. I commentate the game to Baltimore. I'm gonna do the Jersey commentary in the one game, and Ike's gonna do the players. And it worked out. Me and him is in the same. It worked out
perfect. I
had no complaint. That's what I'm saying. Come on, man.
You and Ike commentated Baltimore Panthers in the Cobras game.
You guys gotta remember, I came down there with A7. So Ike works for Ike is down there with Ja. I'm already coming down with A7. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to bring him. I said, you know what? Bring him aboard. Absolutely. That's my brother. Why? You know what I'm saying? Everyone can shine. I'm still gonna do what I think. You still gonna hear me talk. You know what I'm saying? Right. Add another player. It was dope actually. Because we're going back and forth, and I get to learn the culture of Baltimore. People don't realize the culture between Baltimore and Jersey is totally different, man. They don't realize that, man.
Yeah.
Well, watching some of that game, and I'll be honest, I didn't watch the whole first BIC versus Cobra game, but it looked evenly matched as the game progressed. In the beginning, Cobras were stronger, right? And then it seems like the weather started to take a little toll on both teams, but neither team seemed like they just didn't have what it was going to take to beat the other team. They appeared to be pretty evenly matched. However, there was it seemed like maybe just a little bit more talent that started to reveal itself on BIC. I mean, would you agree with that, or am I seeing this, or am I missing something here?
I would have to disagree with you. One thing that I saw personally from my side is that I didn't like the fact that they were doing a two quarterback thing with Buck.
Yeah,
right?
I saw that when.
So my thing is like, and I was talking to Marcus about this, and I said, Marcus, would you say Buck is a top 5 quarterback at A7? Now let me ask you this: would you say, or Cam, you guys can answer the question. Would you say Buck's a top 5 quarterback in the league?
Cam,
look at Cam. I see his hate in his eye. Look at that.
He know him real well.
It's no hate because that's my cousin.
They fam.
Okay, so is he top 5?
Just tell the truth. Tell the truth, Cam. Where would you put him where you at? All
right.
Where's Cam in the league? Where would you put Cam at?
So this is the thing, right? Forget about top 5s or anything. Is he a top quarterback in the league? Period.
He's a top quarterback in this league.
Right. So why would he ever split time with a rookie?
So let me I mean to cut you off, but that's what we sort of did last fall with the Vikings. Me and Buck,
Mhm.
we had two top quarterbacks on one team, and
Mhm.
it worked. We got the Vikings. We won Vikings a championship, and then we transferred that over to the Cobras.
Mhm.
And it always don't mesh right when you got a lot of talented players like the Cobras got. So, but like again,
Well, that's different. But that's different. You played in this league before.
yeah,
This
but
kid never played in the league before.
yeah, right. So you can't do a
Right.
two
Can't
quarterback
do that.
system with a rookie. You can't do it with a rookie.
Exactly.
It's not going to work because
Exactly.
he don't know the lead as well as Buck do. And Buck, you get what I'm saying? He knows the players. He knows Jersey players. He's familiar with Jersey players. Then you bring in on a newcomer, and this guy don't know squat. You know what I'm saying? He don't know nothing, and then he goes out there, and the game is different from somebody that never played this before. I had to learn
Exactly.
when I came in this game. I was coming off a collar injury, well like that, and I came and thought I was going to take over, and I got punched in my mouth real fast, and like pretty sure the game started slowing down for me. But you can't do a two quarterback system with a veteran and a rookie. That's like doing two quarterback system with Tom Brady and Joe Burrow.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It
So
won't
that's
work.
what exactly. So that's why I told. So when I was talking to
Yeah,
Marcus,
I agree with that.
after the game, because I wanted to make sure, I followed up with him, and I said, "Listen, not for nothing, right? But this is a huge game. You're not playing another Baltimore team that you're familiar with. You're coming up to Jersey, playing in the rain in Jersey. You already know the ref's gonna jerk you out. This is crazy about everything. There's Jersey always not gonna and it happens in Baltimore. I'm not saying Baltimore purposely gonna do it, but anytime if you play any type of sports and you go out of state, you know for a fact the refs are not gonna be on your side. Don't act brand new about it. Don't say blah blah blah. That's why they never leave the game upon the refs. If you ever played any type of sport, right? Am I wrong, Cam?
No, you
Am I
ain't
wrong? Do
wrong.
you expect to get fair calls to go out of state, play against some cats that play with these refs? Even though the refs may say, I don't know these guys, whatever the case is, at the end of the day, it's a Jersey game, you're from out of state. So they say, all right, you want to blame the refs. I ain't like the quarterback. Go ahead.
Me and Dirk experienced that. Like I said, he's my coach. You remember when we played Franklin County Tigers?
Yeah.
Nothing went our way.
Nothing did.
Nothing.
Nothing did.
Nothing. We was always expecting
Yeah.
calls from the ref. We playing out of town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
These refs don't care
Seriously,
about
in the
us.
mountains.
Exactly.
Right. They don't care about us. So stuff not going to go your way. So on our part, that was our fault because we came out there defending champs and then just thought we can get every call in the book and didn't play our games. That's the thing. If you go in there and you play your game and you punch that other team in the mouth first, the ref ain't gonna be able to have the game in their hands because you're already dominating the other team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but how difficult is it to dominate a team? I hear little conversations, even Sunday on our field up at Lamel, Cam. I was listening to, I forget who it was right now, but just saying, look, those people that think you're going to come out and just because you're the Bulldogs, y'all just going to dominate the Bulldogs because they the Bulldogs and we the Gators, or you know what I mean, or we the Vikings, and it don't never happen like that because they know each other so well. You talking about two seasoned teams. There wasn't going to just be no first game just blowout. You really gotta be a sound team, gentlemen, to come out and beat an experienced team and just blow them out at their own home. You know what I mean? Like that's just not going to happen. You knew it was going to be a fist fight. You're dealing with the weather. You had a lot of things. Now, granted, both teams had to play in the same conditions, but like we talking about, you said it, LJ. You away, y'all the traveling team. Y'all took that trip all the way up there. You can't be swapping quarterbacks, taking your main quarterback out for somebody who don't really know situational football just yet because he's not that experienced. And then you're talking about somebody like Buck, and I want to get back to Buck. I love Buck. I pulled Buck up several times one-on-one, and you know this, Cam, one-on-one. And what I'm saying and what I'm about to say, I've told him his decision making isn't that keen at times. He gets in his own head, and then he gets out of whack. And sometimes I don't know whose decision it is to pull. Whose decision was it? Did you ask Coach? Did you ask Marcus?
I asked Marcus. He said they had a strategy. But exactly, he says that Buck will pull himself
to
give himself. But this is the problem, right?
Why?
And like,
if you in a zone, he was playing. You saw how he was playing in the beginning.
That line of scrimmage was moving. That line of scrimmage was moving.
He was moving the ball.
But not only was the line of scrimmage moving, guys don't realize, and I was telling this to Marcus before, with that weather, Corey can't throw 10 yards, man. That football, Corey. CP3 doesn't have an arm like that.
You said it too.
I said it to them.
Yeah,
I told this. This is what I do. I'm telling you. Listen,
you said his hands too small. He ain't gonna be able to throw that ball. Yeah, I heard you.
You can't throw that ball. So if he can't throw the ball, you know for a fact he can't throw the ball. And you already know Riddick, you can't throw a ball that Riddick can't get to. That's it. Lock up. You had the lead. But then what happens is that when Marcus switched up, that 3-on-1 throw off, Ashanti came back and he scored. That was the one. And then he put Ashanti at quarterback. Everyone in their mama, all the fans on Fight TV, everyone at home knew Ashanti was going to throw a ball. But yet y'all down there 30 yards downfield guarding people. Come on. Right. Have you seen the 30-yard pass all afternoon? Why are you guarding people 30 yards downfield?
Playing prevent.
Exactly. Y'all so scared to death of Riddick that you think that a Hail Mary in the middle of rain with the water splashing and all the rain and everything. Come on. So like I said, it was still a great game. Like, a lot of people take away from the refs or whatever case is. It was a great game, man. It was a really, really great game.
So let's talk about, pardon the interruption. Let's talk about those plays, those controversial plays. All right. Now, again, I had a personal conversation with Ron DePaul today. And he took his stance. It's similar to what you're saying, LJ. I have to be honest. He was brutally honest with me today on the phone. Let's talk about the fumble that should have stayed with the Cobras. And Ryan told me today that should have been Cobra's ball because that was the call. That was the call on the field, and that was a huge mistake. And he said he was trying to tell him, no, you can't do that. You can't overturn the call on the field. He made a football move. So it was considered a fumble. Yeah. Okay. And well, I guess I didn't see it, but I guess it went out of bounds, right?
Yeah, it went out of bounds.
So it stays with the Cobras. But they overturned it like it was an incomplete pass. But you see it on the replay several times. Now, I will say this. How many times have you seen that call overturned in the NFL? You say, how many times have you been sitting and you watching a game? You'd be like, what? That was one step, two step. It's raining. Did he have the ball securely? I mean, you seen it in slow motion. Ryan posted it his damn self. He posted it as his damn self. Let's talk about that play first. Are we all in agreement here? Do we feel as though that was just a really bad call by the officiating crew?
Yeah, definitely. Because as a player, if I'm on a Cobras, if I got on a Cobras jersey, that sucks the momentum out your team. Mm-hmm. That's what that does. You think you got the ball, you potentially put the game away, and then that happens. So I agree with you 100% on everything you said, Derek. Okay. He made a football move. Mm-hmm. Ball got hit out, went out of bounds. No doubt in my mind that should have been Cobra's ball.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, so we're all in agreement.
Let me add this. Let me add this piece, right? So, was that a okay? So it could have been both ways, right? It was a questionable call, right?
It was questionable,
but was it as big as was it a deciding factor? Because it wasn't like they completed a pass that should have went to the end zone, right? They were below the 40-yard line, so it wasn't like, okay, so fine, it was an incomplete pass. They still drove 70 yards to score.
Yeah, but like I said, like that's not the deciding factor. But you fighting so hard, you playing in bad weather, and then you get a call. That momentum as a player, like it's like I'm out here busting my tail, and a ref come take this away from me blatantly, and it was our ball blatantly. So
I agree with you. There's one thing I will agree, and I do agree that it was a miss. It was a once I looked at it and the way Ryan put it like that, a lot of guys got to realize too. If you put yourself in a Cobras jersey, there's cash on the line. It's different. You know what I'm saying? There's money on the line now. And we just drove out here. We just drove out of state. We're driving out of state to get this money, right? And we get that. That is unacceptable. That's the thing. So if y'all want to slow it down, let Ryan do what he did the day after. Let him do that at that point, and then make a decision. I don't think it was. Broken
you just
down
reminded me. You just reminded me. So there was a couple things. Well, one in particular that really resonated with me talking to Ryan today. Ryan said that, just like the NFL has Gene Steratore, there should have been a head official in the booth. There wasn't there on Sunday. So that a call like that could have been overturned had that official off the field official had been there. So,
but guess what? But you know who was in the booth? But you know who was in the booth? But you know who was in the booth?
Who?
Your man from Maryland who was reffing. But he didn't ref the game.
Will.
He was in the booth. He was up there.
Yeah, I heard Will was up there, but
now he wasn't there in a capacity where he was just there kind of just staying dry waiting for the next games.
Right.
But still, I mean, I asked Marcus, I said, listen, you got a ref coming from Maryland, and he not reffing the Maryland game?
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on,
So all right, so let's slow it up a little bit here because we are getting some people that got questions. Looks like Curly Suggs has a question. He's saying, so LJ question. So what's your question, Curly? And before you go ahead and ask your question, big shouts out to Juwan. Hey, Juwan had a hell of a game. Cam, what about that catch in the end zone falling down? I thought he wasn't going to catch it. Hey, wait till I know you ain't seen these games yet, LJ, but I'm gonna get him up. You're gonna see him. You're gonna love your man Juwan. I know you love Juwan.
Yeah, shout out to my man Juwan. It was an actual
he showed out.
Yeah,
he showed out.
You said he passed interference or he pushed off or defense?
No, defensive pass interference. And when I threw the ball up, he basically got knocked down to the ground and he caught it on the ground like this.
Oh my God! Wait till you see it. So we got Kyle's in. Shouts out to the Gators. They know I'm a big Gator fan. That's all right. I'm gonna be honest. I love me some Gators. I want my jersey. Tell Sly I want my jersey. Ace 2.
Yeah, I respect the Gators. I love the Gators. I love playing against them. The Gators made me who the player I am today. That's the only team that literally brought the best out of me, and I stuck with who they brought out of me, to be honest.
Yeah, no doubt. They're a good organization. So who do the booth reviews and jerseys for the fumbling conversations?
So good question. So the booth is separated in three parts. The left hand side has like the camera with Ryan, and Ryan's kind of managing the camera team. The middle is me and my co-host Jack Bartek, and this is all separate. Doors are closed. We're separate. And on the right hand side is the guys who are managing the game. They're the ones who have the other camera, the close-up zooms, the replays, and everything. So they, on the right-hand side, with the cameras, they're the ones who are running the replays. And if for some reason it's a questionable something where they have to get Ryan involved, which happened before because I can hit him on, I have 2 headsets on at the time, he'll ask Ryan, and Ryan will take a look, and then Ryan ultimately will give his feedback to make a decision. So there's a combination of, there's a few calls where he made the call, in the booth. His name is Matt. Excuse me. He made the call, and then there's a few times if he doesn't know the rules. Like there's one time where there was a pass interference call, and they didn't know if it was going to be a possession or whatever the case is, and that's where he asked Ryan for double checking the rules. He double checked, and then he let the ref know down on the field exactly what the determination is. So it's not Ryan. It's not Ryan. It has nothing to do with Ryan. But a big call. Ryan was involved with one, like the end zone one. Ryan was involved in. Ryan was not involved in that fumble. The call just came up. He looked at it. He replayed it, and that's from what I seen. Again, that's from what I seen. I can hit him in a headset, going back and forth. So that's why Ryan was actually surprised and he made the decision quick. Like there's a few times, as I'm watching the game, because I can hear it in my headset when the ref one time called a touchdown from BIC, I knew it wasn't a touchdown. I said, there's no way that's a touchdown. The ref was like this. He said, touchdown. Put his arm so quick. I said, yo, how's that possible that you'd even like confer and double check with your other co-officiating guy? So he asked for us to come upstairs. He asked, called upstairs, and the guy, he said, no, that's not a touchdown. It's not a touchdown at all.
And Ryan told me that there was a big disagreement between, I guess it would be you and him on that. Now, he explained that to me, and I'm sure he told you the same thing. He said that the ball can be out of bounds. He said as long as the player is inbounds, he could run up the sideline with the ball out of bounds. He said as long as that player is crossing the plane on the ground, then it is a touchdown. That's why he stuck with that call. He said the only time that changes is if the player is entering the end zone airborne.
Well,
So,
I can tell you this. I don't play football no more, right? But I've played football on so many levels, and my son now plays football. Actually, my son just got a scholarship to a school in Montville, St. Joseph, one of the top schools in Jersey. He plays football, so all I do is football. Everything's football in my life. I've never seen on any level of football where someone's diving with the football and the football is outside of where the pylon.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. Maybe you've seen it. Some European leagues, some Canadian leagues, some international. I've never seen it. I don't know. But usually, where the pylon's at, where we're supposed to have the pylon, and that's one thing that and because we have conference calls with A7, and I'll talk to them about that. That's one area of opportunity which we should have had. That pylon being there definitely would have helped. We made a difference. But the football being outside of where the pylon is, I've never heard of that. Like that's new to me. But if Ryan says that, hey man.
I mean,
have you seen it, Derek? Have you seen it? Have you ever seen someone? Have you ever seen someone do a game winner?
I've never
stretch in the ball in the body's.
I've never seen. I thought it was just the opposite, and I'm gonna be honest. And Ryan, I had to get my questions in real quick because him and we both busy, and I'm sorry, man. From my understanding, the body could be out, and not essentially touching the boundary, but your body could be airborne or on the side or halfway across the boundary as long as you're not touching the ground and the ball crossed the plane. And it's a touchdown. Not the other way around.
Right.
Not, I thought the ball had to cross the plane, and as many times I looked at that replay, bro, I did not see where you could officially say that it was in his right arm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which is the whole way, which would have had him out, which would have had the ball out of bounds. And if it did scrape it, how would you know there was no pylon?
And if that's the case,
how would you know?
And again, a lot of times with the rules, because the rules with the league, they refer to NFL rules, right? So if that's the case, and again, maybe Ryan's speaking facts, I don't know. But if that's the case, that means that I would not, when I'm running for a touchdown, I'm always going to make sure that the defender is between me and the out of bounds. Because as long as my waist crosses according to Ryan was saying, as long as my waist crosses that goal line, I'm good. The ball could be outside. It doesn't matter, right?
Right. Maurice Taylor. Peace, Reese. What's up, brother? Another one of my Gator family members. He said the ball was in his outside arm. No,
it was. It wasn't the outside. Yeah, but it was outside arm. But remember, it wasn't the outside arm. But according to Ryan, he's saying his waist, his body was inside.
My thing is right. going to that play in a situation like that, you have to stick him. He was running like he did not want to get hit.
Thank you. I've been waiting for somebody to say that. He didn't wait for somebody to say that.
Trust me, if that was me, let me. If that was somebody that's a hard hitter, that nobody, we wouldn't even be discussing this right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not that, and then as the ball on the ball carrier side, if he'd have reached the ball in across the line like that, it'd have made it more visible for everybody to make it their own, perception on if that's a touchdown or they're not touchdown.
I should have brought that clip in.
Yeah, he was running with the ball on the outside of the shoulder. On the outside, going out of bounds, and right then and there, you should have stuck him or drove him out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember the play, it didn't look like there was much wreck being ducked. I mean, he took a blow. He kind of reminded me of how you go into the end zone sometimes.
Nah. You bugging. Nah. Yo, your man's mad disrespectful.
He ran the dude over.
Derek, he didn't run. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Okay, my bad.
Nah, he went there. He went there like kind of like He went there like kind of like to.
He went there like
yeah, so right. He thought, you know what? He thought someone was gonna pop him. That's why he went in there like that, to anticipate the pop. If Bone didn't get there enough, and whoever hit him at the end didn't make him pay. Who's that guy? Let's get this guy's name and zoom his name up and say,
who is that? Who is the kid that scored the touchdown? He was making plays all game.
No. He scored on a 3-on-1 throw off. And he scored on that last drive when he went at quarterback.
Who's
Ashanti? Ashanti Worthy.
What I'm asking, I'm sorry, I'm not getting my question out right.
Okay.
Who are the weapons on that team? Is Ashanti one of the weapons on the team? A primary weapon.
Well, he's one of the primary weapons, but the thing is that because you have Riddick. Riddick was concerned, and that's what Marcus, according to Marcus, that's what we prepared for, and he was successful at it. He shut Riddick down. No team from Baltimore, PA, any of Jersey has ever shut Riddick down like that. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. So he was successful with shutting Riddick down. The problem is though is that Ashanti had to change of pace, and now not only they worry about Riddick going up top, but now you got Ashanti with the football and him giving the football at quarterback. I don't understand why you think he's gonna throw the football. He didn't throw the football. Why you just man up and just send everybody? I don't know. Rainstorm, I don't know.
It's just, you know how it is. It's a business decision at that point. The weather's bad. You know, I'd like to see, you know, look, I haven't been in a position like that. I'm just thinking, what would I have done in that position? The corner of the end zone. Now, maybe that is the difference. Maybe that is the play or the opportunity for you to let him have it. He's coming in the corner of the end zone. You got to give it everything you got to make sure he gets nowhere close. But look at the conversation we're having, gentlemen. It's a controversial play that we're saying that he didn't score, but yet we talking about the player that got ran over like he didn't do nothing. So we got to make up our minds here. I mean, did the kid try to make a play or not?
I got one more ad thing. I got one more ad thing. A lot of people forgetting. Bone had no impact on offense whatsoever. They featured Bone. They featured Bone the whole time. He didn't get no carries. They threw a few times, a kind of maybe like conversion, whatever, like, you know, try to keep him sleeping. But where was Bone at in the offense? Especially the game. This is a perfect game. Give it to Bone, let it clear it out. Now, not for nothing. They did have that guy. I didn't know his name. Maybe I had his name messed up. He was a bigger guy. He was doing his thing, right? But the game was featured with Bone. The fans and all the highlights, they were talking about Bone, but there was no Bone offense. There was nothing given from Bone. I asked Marcus about that. I follow up. I said, yo, bro, I want my money's worth. Why was Bone not getting the ball? I can't say Bone one time with a mic or nothing. He says, oh, well, the strategy was we're going to use him as a diversion. What? Man.
Whoa.
Come on, bro.
Bone, when was the last time Bone played? And you already know the answer to this, Cam. Because you was a Cobra. You was a Cobra when it took place. I ain't gonna lie, like my man Amani say, and you know I love Bone. I'm gonna be the one to do the videography at their wedding. So shouts out to Bree, shouts out to Bone. But let me tell you, like my man Monty say, I ain't worried about no Bone. I ain't worried about no Karl Malone or nobody. Like Bone ain't played. Bone's not seasoned. Bone need to get back in football, A7FL football playing shape. You can't. Marcus is right. He was a decoy. You're not going to run Bone like that when he ain't been playing. You're talking about guys that's been playing football.
So let me get this straight. I want to make sure we're on the same page. So you put the rookie out there in a trip to Jersey in the middle of a monsoon with a rainstorm, and you let him go out there, but I can't get one carry with Bone? Come on, you're not keeping it real, bro. You're not keeping it real. I can't get one dime.
I agree with you.
I can't get one. Yo, Cam, I can't get one toss enough. I can't get Bone one play. Let me see what we can do. I can't get Bone one time.
I agree.
I gotta be able to get Bone.
So
I gotta agree with LJ on that one.
Meanwhile, when I look at the highlights, I see 187. A7 don't even know the call. They call him 187. And we know what 187 is. You know what I'm saying? They don't, he called him 187. Come on. They don't even know who this guy is, a new guy. I don't even know his name. He's not even on the roster.
Let me ask you, since I did not watch the whole game, did this new kid make any plays?
Yes. So this is the thing. I'm not going to say it was luck. Originally, I think I might have commented that it was luck. He did make some plays because what happened was it was a change of pace. He was more at first. I didn't even know he could throw the ball. I thought he was just kind of like one of those athletes go back there and kind of make a play with his legs. But they caught him sleeping. He ran up the sideline for a touchdown, and then he also threw a big pass up top, if I'm not mistaken. So he did make some plays. I mean, he did make some plays.
So when you come full circle in the conversation, gentlemen, you're talking. You're still, what was the final? 13-12? Is that what
a goodie? Yeah, good game.
So, I mean, we having this conversation. I mean, if you look what Kyle's saying here, he said Cobras also gave up 2 possessions to chew up clock and possibly score. They wanted to pin them deep. I get playing field position, but playing field position, but geez. But I mean, it's a chess match. We haven't talked about coaching staffs yet in this conversation. So who's over there calling the plays for BIC? And I don't know who coaches them. Do they have a coach
committee?
It's coached by committee. It's
Right. So originally, you had Carl, who's the GM, right? He's not really, he's not a football player. He's kind of more like, he's the kid he's the man that knows the players. The players respect him. He may front the money for the jerseys, and then they reimburse him, and he runs the organization, right? But as far as the play call, it comes from the feedback from the receivers. CP3 may call it. It just depends on what's happening. They don't have like a coach who's sending in plays like that. Like I remember one time when I was watching with Ace Boogie game, and they would give him feedback, and I heard people on the sideline telling Ace Boogie, you do this differently, do that. BIC is a little different. Like they everyone gives feedback on what they should call. But again, what did CP3 do to the game? And I love CP3. He's like one of the favorite guys to call. But what did he give you? He gave you nothing, right? Certain players that are not true quarterbacks in rain will give you nothing. And Cobra shut him down on late, or he couldn't really run. So I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it real. BIC got lucky. That's the facts. They got lucky.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think is what I think the Cobras were so worried about Matt Riddick, CP3, that they let this kid come in and basically win the game.
Right. The kid that was balling on the tournament we had, the kid that had the most touchdowns in the entire tournament, they just said, "Hey, go ahead, man, go ahead, quarterback, and just don't worry about him."
Yeah. In a rain again, like now, mind you, we played. You commentated that game, L.J. Panthers and the Cobras in the rain when the double overtime. That Cobras team played nothing like they played bit in the rain. You know what I'm saying? When they seen something that it was working, they stuck with it. And when they played big, they just went away from it.
So let me ask y'all this. I got a couple questions. All right. BIC Cobras game. What happened? Was it the Cobras didn't play up to expectations, okay, and fell a little short, or given the scenario with the weather conditions, BIC pretty much played their game and beat the better team, so to speak. You know what I mean? So what did we have there? And it's a two-part question. I'll let y'all mull over it. Okay. Yeah. If you're the Vikings, you're the Gators, you're the Bulldogs, or you're any of the other Jersey teams, are you concerned about BIC after watching that game?
No.
Is it raining? Is it raining? That's a key thing. Is it raining?
Yeah.
Because the weather does play a factor.
Yeah.
If it's not raining, let me tell you something. If it's not raining,
or the Cobras for that matter, are you scared of either team? Because and I have my own answer, and this is how I feel about that. I said Bennis, I don't really know BIC that well. I'm saying Cobras played a good game. You want to know why? Because competition, not saying that competition ain't stiff up there, because it is. I seen they came down to Dunbar and let the Cobras have it one year. I was there for that game. So I know, the Jersey teams, PA teams know how to bring it, when it's time.
But I've seen them come to Baltimore and get smacked too. So gotta keep,
So that's the point. As far as I'm concerned, the Cobras, didn't look half bad. Now, granted, I have to say this with a grain of salt, because I will watch the whole game, but I saw something that could work. And it's all about consistency and chemistry. Yeah. It looked like they had something going that they can build on. Same thing with BIC. But then the games that I covered, the Vikings look nasty. They got a lot of talent over there. They got Cheat Code and Jawan. They got Cam. They got a lot of weapons. They acquired some other players from Army. They deep over there. They nasty. But then same thing with the Gators. Now I look at how deep the Gators and the Vikings are, and then I look at that Cobra BIC game, and I didn't see the late game, 4:30 game. Hey, look, I'm the Vikings and I'm the Cobras. The Gators. I'm sitting back like, that 20 grand. It's early, but that 20 grand looking kind of good now.
I agree with you. They look solid. They look solid. Buck likes to air that ball out. That's the thing. Buck loves throwing that rock. And you know what? And I told this to people before, all for the last couple of days. Cobras look good, man. From what they showed, from what, and again, keep in mind too. I don't know if they're missing people. No one comes 100% full staff, full battle rattle to Jersey.
Right.
We know that. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That trip is not. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just not trying to make that trip. Whatever.
Staff, right.
Exactly. But can we honestly say that if this game was in Baltimore, would BIC have pulled that off? Won that game? No. No way. You kidding me?
See what I mean?
No way. BIC shows up to games in Jersey with 50 deep, half of them don't play.
So
they show up in Baltimore with 13, 14 players.
So they beat the better team. They beat the better team. Now
they just made plays at the end of the day. They, in my opinion, the whole game, Baltimore had the game. They did what they had to do. They ran the ball. They even though they mixed up, I didn't like the fact that Buck was coming in and out. But you know what? It was kind of effective, so I'll give them that. They had the game, but Ashanti just at the end of the game, they just couldn't get a stop. And then they start pointing fingers. Oh, well, it's the ref's fault. Then it's that fault. Listen, y'all gotta play football, man. At the end, you're not supposed to smack him at that goal line. You gotta make him pay.
Hey, Bone. All I'm saying is, look, don't count me out of the wedding. Don't cancel my job. All right, Bone here talking about. I hear you. Look, Bone. We just wanna see you back to what you do, Bone, baby.
Yeah.
We want, you got Ayo Tay now. Tay said he a Cobra now. You know what I mean? You got Ayo Tay, who I always thought, whoever staff he was on, Panthers, whatever, they didn't know how to use him right either. He just a throw off. He's just your throw off guy, and you know what I mean. Like you need to do more with that big man. Big kid, he's still a big kid, but listen, Bone. All due respect, bro, but it's time. It's time to get back at it, my brother. That's how I feel about it. So.
Well, let me ask you a question. What is Bone? I don't understand. What's happened? Maybe I've been going out lost, and I don't know. Maybe I've been under a rock for the last year or so. But what has Bone done to lose you guys' respect? Because all I see is Bone is that guy. Now all of a sudden,
I don't think nobody lost respect for Bone. Like Bone still's top player in A7 to me personally.
How can he be a top player and not get one carry?
But that we just talking about the team that he's with now.
Does the team matter? You're a top player. You can't get one carry?
We talking about the team that's not giving him the ball. I mean, you got to look at it back then if you want to look at it. Let's go to pros when Le'Veon Bell was with the Steelers and they wasn't giving him no carries like that.
No, but still to give him a little wheel route, a little screen, maybe something.
Yeah, but that's when it comes down to the play caller. If I'm the quarterback and I got Bone on my team, I'm giving him the ball. I'm sorry. I'm giving him the ball. Bone will always be a factor in A7. Period, no matter what team he plays.
So we should fire. So we agree we should fire the Cobras play caller. Are we safe to say whoever is the play caller for Cobras need to be fired? Is that what you're saying?
How are you supposed to get into any kind of flow of the game if you don't get no touches? It's the same. It's the same thing in basketball. I mean, your jumper's off. You go to the rim. You know what I mean, come in the lane, you make a play, you get fouled, you start loosening up, shooting free throws until you get into a rhythm. You can't. You don't do nothing. You don't do. I said this. You in the championship game. You're gonna play call. In the championship game, you remember championship game. You're gonna put Bone in a goal line situation. Ain't touched the ball, all game.
They put him in a goal line
situation all game. You're gonna put him in a goal line situation. You got how many times did y'all have at the no inch line to punch that in? And you got Bone.
4 times.
Y'all can't push it in. I mean, come on, man. And you gonna blame Bone for that? I mean, hey, listen. Why can't you give? Hey, Bone, I love you. Hey, remember. Listen, I'm a lover, not a fighter. All right. When you see me, don't approach me like that. I love you, brother. All right. But listen, Bone. What happened? They couldn't call the right play. You can't get an extra push at the 1 inch line to maybe even win the game because y'all had the Vikings number in that game. They came deep and y'all was limited. And still fought. I was there. Yeah. So I was aggravated by that. And I'm a Vikings fan too. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm a Vikings fan too. But listen, I love the Cobras too. The Cobras been getting, pushed around and shunned on for a while. And I watched it. I hear the talk. Oh, they was at their height of glory, just like the Cobras used to be. Now everybody, want to kind of trample on the Cobras. I don't like that.
But you gotta think too, Derek. I'm sorry to cut you off, Derek.
No, you good. You
gotta think too. We wasn't supposed to be there, Derek. We wasn't supposed to be in the championship. We started off 0-3. we couldn't get the quarterback situation
Right.
right. You remember I had a broke hand. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Things weren't going our way. We had a couple players that wasn't showing up. And then Buck gets suspended. I take over the last 2 games. We beat the Gators in the playoffs to go to the championship where we wasn't supposed to be. And then now we get to a championship, and then you got new faces that you ain't see week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and they come out of championship thing and think that we all just going to gel right there. No, wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't.
But yet we still, like you said, we fought. We gave the Vikings a game, but we just came up short.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, we can always look in retrospect, right? We analysts, we coaches, we players, and we can say what happened, what it could have, should have. A good buddy of mine always say, what we should have done, what you would have done, could have done, right? But at the end of the day, you know me as your coach. I don't like to lead. I don't like to just depend on that. You leave it all on the field. You don't say like LJ said, you don't just not use Bone and just be like, all right, well, next time we're gonna preserve him. These games ain't guaranteed. You need that win.
That's like the Gators not using Nick.
Yeah, look what Nick did Sunday. He was the first one to score the touchdown. And believe it or not, the Bulldogs defense looked good. And you're gonna find this out too, LJ.
Bulldogs look good.
They just couldn't produce no offense.
So you say the Bulldogs is better this year than the last couple of years?
Well, they got a good defense.
They got good defense. They definitely got good defense.
They still got. I've always liked the Bulldogs. They got the I never he was it Loke at quarterback?
Yeah, Trey Loke. Yeah,
Trey Loke
got my quarterback.
But the thing about the Bulldogs that when I was watching them is that they also had a quarterback by committee. Trey Loke would go out of the game for someone else.
Talk about Mike Gennaro.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
But I think
drive the field, score, and then Mike will come in.
With the Cobras offense, not with the Cobras, with the Bulldogs offense, they're like this, and they need to come like this. They need to gel together. They need to gel together. That's the only problem that the Bulldogs have. Like you said, Derek, their defense played a hell of a game.
Yeah.
They kept nothing away from that.
Yeah, they kept the Gators out of the end zone.
It was 8-0 until what, third quarter?
Yeah, but look, Slides on the sideline. Kyle, where you at? Kyle's on the side. I'm telling them, I'm like, y'all deep. If you guys as soon as they put Sly in the game, look what happened. As soon as they put Sly in the game, look what happened.
But you got to think about this, though. The Gators also added new pieces, and they was trying to figure out how they was going to gel with each other, too. So, So is it that the Gators was trying to find themselves, or is it that the Bulldogs defense really just that good? We don't know yet. We'll find out week 3. As the weeks goes on, we're gonna find out.
hey, Ron Shamar, I know I got to get the games up right now. Everybody, like, man, get off of this live feed, Derek Stroman, and get them games up.
Man, don't give them no games. I don't want them to see nothing that we did. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. I'm trying to stay low. I want to stay under the radar.
I mean, look, I get it. And that's another thing. This is like a preseason for the production teams and everything. Even the officials. Look, Bernard, Reggie, and Russ, they were struggling a little bit too. They were trying to get into their rhythm. I mean, come on, no preseason, no early games, no scrimmages, nothing. Now, granted, if there was going on the low, then they was. Then but them little scrimmages, that nothing like meeting head on, just like any, you know how I go. They say it all the time. It ain't like live real action, head on collisions with a team that's coming for your throat. And what'd you say earlier? 20 G's on the line? You could do a little something with 20 G's, bro. I don't care who you are. So I mean,
but wait, I got a question though, because I don't want this to get overlooked, and I don't want people to choose the subject now. Is it safe to say that the Cobras play caller should have got fired? That's what I want to know from this past weekend. That's what I want to know.
So if we talk about the Cobras play calling getting fired, right? We talking about firing Buck because he calls the plays.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
2 things. Okay, so fair enough. So we got that. Now, is it safe to say that whoever didn't smack Ashanti at that goal line, should we be having a conversation with him?
That's fair. It's
Fair,
fair.
right? So now let's take it. Let's take those two plays. Now next thing, Ashanti went to quarterback. They know who Ashanti was. They don't. They know he's not Riddick, but they know that he just scored a touchdown on a 3-on-1.
Right.
There was no adjustments made on defense that I'm aware of. There's no adjustments made on defense. He ran for
Right.
70 yards.
Right.
Right. So who runs the defense on the Cobras? So now, you see what I'm saying? So now, as we're talking to LJ, we're sitting with Ken, we're talking to Derek, we start breaking things down. Did they really lose the game because of the fumble call? Or was they put in position to be able to capitalize and finish a game and they did not? Where was the one time
it's
where
a little
they
bit of both.
listen, Baltimore football, if anytime, listen, you guys know in Baltimore, and Derek, and I see a lot of your highlights, if you run to the goal line like that, he ran soft to the goal line because he thought he was gonna get hit. He thought he was
I'll
gonna get
tell you
cracked.
this. I tell you
Yeah.
this. If that was
Yeah.
Cam running to the goal line,
He would
I'd
have
have
got
been
cracked.
smacked.
Exactly.
I don't know what it was, but they love
He
playing.
ran to the
They
goal
love
line.
hitting you. You're right.
Ashanti
Man,
ran to the
what?
end zone soft. He ran
You
soft feet soft feeted because he thought he was gonna get cracked. That's what Baltimore does. What did Baltimore do?
he was
They
looking
hit.
for the he was looking
He
for
was
the
looking
corner.
for it.
He was looking for the
Yeah.
corner and got bailed out. He was
He
looking
didn't
for
even
the
try.
corner
He
and
knew
got
he
bailed
didn't
out.
he didn't attempt to drop his shoulder or nothing because he thought he was gonna get cracked. Now guess
Yep.
what? They didn't get hit. Touchdown. Now it's Ryan's fault. It's LJ's fault. Come on.
So what?
Come on. Come on. And I picked Cobras. And guess what? I picked Cobras for the game to win the game. Imagine if I would have bet on that game. Imagine if I would have bet on that. I'd be sick right now. What? They be looking for me. I ain't paying. I'll be sick. Man, the ref cheat us. Man, I don't care. I'm not paying.
It's just I just think we need to be a little bit lenient right now on these early games. I mean, we got a lot going on. Let's get into a topic now of a little bit more what I would call etiquette as far as how we should be appearing out there as professionals.
Right. We talked about a little earlier, right? Yeah.
We can talk about gameplay and X's and O's all night and into the early morning. But what about how we're looking out there on the field? I mean, you know, we represent an organization that's equivalent to what the NFL would be in their respective league. Okay. We are the A7FL. This is not a parody or any kind of offspring or you know, branch off of you know, this game. This is not, you know, the XFL or anything would be in comparison. You know, we got town beef. You know, we know how much that means to everybody, but this is not that. This is the A7FL. How do you guys feel about guys coming out without their jerseys on and looking kind of, you know, mixed up out there with all different kind of jerseys on? I mean, how do y'all feel about that? I mean, whoever can go first. I mean, we got to get better there. Would y'all agree?
I mean, yeah, I agree. I agree. I definitely agree that we gotta get better there. And if everyone, you get, like I'm saying, we want to get treated like men, you got to do men things, and that's one of the steps that A7FL is taking. Everybody dressing alike and not out there looking like a circus act. So, I mean, I definitely get it. Like you don't like you said, you know, you don't see NFL players out there wearing different jerseys, and even in Pro Bowls, they still wear the same jersey but different helmets.
Right.
So. I definitely get what you're saying, and if you look at everybody, you know, if you look at the flag leagues, you see flag leagues, they all got the same jersey on and everything like that. So I definitely agree with you, and that's just definitely a step that all of us need to take and take more serious.
Is there a good excuse though? Is there you know a reason, a valid reason for not being dressed alike? I mean, at all? I think one person said I was trying to support Keith to a degree. Keith Purnell, I'm talking about, when he said, hey, look, you know, we the Bulldogs, we keep getting an influx of new players. How is he supposed to get jerseys for all these new players that are just coming in like every day? Like you have to get your whole roster jerseys. But I guess the flip side of that could easily be another player told me that, hey, why don't you go to some kind of, you know, Play It Again Sports or something like that and just get, you know, all regular at least one color jerseys, if you can do that. I mean, do you guys agree with that? Is there a valid reason to not be dressed properly on the
agree,
field?
and I
this
disagree.
Early in the season, week 1.
I agree, and I disagree because at the same time, you know, you got like I'm speaking as a player. You guys want us to be like the NFL and dress alike, but at the same time, some guys play this game for fun, and some guys are being brought in by coaches and they're new, they got talent, but they don't have the funds to get that jersey. So now I got, like, let's just say I'm an owner. I got a new player. I want to pay for his jersey, pay for whatever he needs. So because I want him to play. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to kick out more money after the orders have already been put in. So now I got to kick out more money. So now the orders already been put in. Now we get our jersey. Now this player might not get his jersey till week 2 or week 3 because he came in late. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
So it just is
it's like a
right.
fun thing. It's not like NFL. Like we're being we got money and our owners or our GMs or the lead is sponsoring our jerseys and it's we just putting up the money. Like let's just say LJ owns the league. LJ is going to sponsor our jerseys. LJ hits all the all the GMs of the team. Like, all right, look, I need this money. I need your money all by this date. And then now we all put our money in, and then we get our jerseys fast enough because the owner of the league, LJ, he done shipped our jersey in all at one time. You get what I'm saying? It's different when you got GM that's doing it.
Well, let me talk about
I see what you're saying. I agree with you too, Cam.
Let me talk about the big picture though. Yeah. They're at this level, and I understand I understand exactly where Cam's coming from, but unfortunately, where A7's direction, and I know stuff behind the scenes, what direction A7's going, there is no reason why everyone should not be fully over with every jersey. There is no reason. One of the reasons why, and I'll explain exactly to the viewers and to you guys as well. We got this new platform where we're airing the games on, right? So the first 2 weeks are free, and then the first 2 weeks are free to bring these viewers in to be able to now pay for subscriptions, either pay weekly or pay for like all the games for the season to watch all the games. To be able to subscribe to pay for this is funds now that's coming to be able to commit to watching A7. $20,000 on the line. I don't know about the rest of the league, but Cam, did you pay more money this year than you paid last year? I mean, $20,000.
He said I can't answer.
I'm just saying. I understand, but sometimes you just gotta keep it real with yourself. Like just gotta keep it real. So if we're saying if the league's saying we're going to give $20,000 to the winner, right?
Yeah,
and
we pay more.
Teams are not coming up with more money to equal that $20,000. Well, where's that coming from? Well, the league is trying to say, you know what, we're trying to put out a product so we can be able to get sponsorship and get viewers and get as much as we can. But we gotta look professional. That means that like when I ran a team before A7, the last time I ran a team was when it was Town Beef in Jersey. I had shorts and jerseys for my guys, and guess what? I paid for myself, and I had I had guys pay for them. And then guess what? If you couldn't afford it, there's no name on the back. And I kept your jersey, and I washed it myself. I would wash it myself and bring it to the game. Guy can't make it okay. I would have 30 jerseys or whatever jersey is that. But someone has to run a team like an organization. You can't run it like this is not pop. Well, this is every year we're getting bigger and bigger. We're going Sports Center, we're on ESPN. We got Cam Chancellor, we got all these players now giving a shout out. The league is getting bigger and bigger. If you can't right now invest, you know for a fact that we're going to be opening on April 11th. If you can't get your jerseys in the time, I don't know. I don't. That's it's. How can we commentate? How can we now as viewers to say, listen, these are. We want you to commit and pay this money. So Cam and his family and his twins. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go to the bigger picture. You got a new house, right? New spot. This money gonna come to you and your family. How can we ask for them? How can we ask for these viewers who we don't know, these strangers from all over the world, to commit to our product? We gotta get a jersey. We gotta look good. Every time you see LJ, I don't know if y'all know. Every time you see LJ, I got my A7. I gotta promote that because guess what? At the end of the day, when they cut a check, I'm gonna be first. Yeah, I need all that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where it comes in at. That's the difference between a good GM that believes in his team and that's gonna put the money up for his team, and then a person that just doing it just because I want to own a team and I want to see the outcome. That's the difference.
So look, let's because we can go on and I'm having a good time, but I want to respect the chat room. And you ain't gotta spend a whole lot of time messing with some of these guys. They having a good time. I mean, you got Ryan Shamar talking about the winner doesn't get 20K. I don't know what that's all about, but I think a lot of people just it's kind of like I mean, 20 grand, like really, how's that gonna go down? Is it, how that's gonna come? They're gonna,
Man, whoever
they just
wins
gonna,
20K, give
come
me
out with
$1.
a suitcase, son. Like, all right, it's gonna be Ryan.
Money in the bank.
Who coming with the grip? Who coming with the grip? And how they gonna show up? Like, is it gonna be a check? Hey, look, I'm gonna write you a check, man. For look 200. Like, I mean, so some of these guys is like,
I'm a cash app, y'all.
Devin looking. You know what I'm saying? Who else has some good comments on here? And I'm sure y'all can see them on the bottom.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't get the stimulus check yet. Give us a break. That's Devin. He must be talking about the jerseys. You know what I mean? Then you already know Eric McGee. He all over you. He all over you, LJ.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why? What's up with that? Why everybody keep you biased to Jersey, yo? And you used to live around here. Like, I'm in Dallas right now. Like, I mean, what's up with that?
I don't know why people think I'm biased. I think that naturally, I'm not gonna say that naturally, if I'm from Baltimore and I got friends of mine that grew up with and they're in Jersey playing against a Jersey team, and this commentator knows every single player on the Jersey team, but only names 2 or 3 players from the Baltimore team, then naturally you go like, hey, you know what? This guy's biased. And then if I say something that happened with Luck, oh man, this guy's biased. And then the Cobras lose, oh man, that guy's really biased. He's the reason why. No, listen, I asked for Cam Boogie, FYI, I asked for your rosters yesterday, right? You think I got your rosters yet? No. No.
See?
No. I asked for them and got tagged. Juwan got tagged. What's my man? Freight Train played with y'all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Freight Train got tagged.
Yeah, that's right, Train.
They all got tagged and responded. You think LJ got the rosters? No.
Well,
so sometimes you gotta have so people gotta have accountability.
On behalf of my team and my GM, I'm gonna say give us some time. You'll have it before someday. Trust me.
But what about get him? I'm gonna get him Saturday night when I'm with my when I'm at Relax with my family and I'm eating dinner, so I gotta be looking at the email on my phone. You know what I'm saying? It would be good if I can have it now. It's good if I can have it like early in the week, because then I can look at names and say, okay, I see who it is. You know what I'm saying? It makes it easier for me to do my job. But a lot of guys just show up.
That's like going in and take a test and you ain't study for it. I got you.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. I can't just before when we first started doing it, I literally wouldn't even look at it. I'll just go up there and just get a mic and just do it, freestyle. But I can't do it now. Because like your man said, $20,000 on the line that they not getting. I don't know, man. But the league is pushing 20K. Listen, the league is pushing 20K. So if the league is pushing 20K, somebody gotta get that 20K.
Yeah, well, you got one fellow on here say, yo, that check gonna bounce at the bank, man. Hey, listen. Everybody gonna try to have some fun with this. I mean, we ain't never. I mean, think about it. We ain't never experienced anything like this yet. I mean, how many years you been in this league now, LJ? Cam, how long you been playing? It's like, man, this is different. Everybody's kind of just feeling it out. It almost seemed like some kind of crazy dream that we all living through. So, hey, we're gonna ride this wave, right? Like you say, at the end of the season, the closer it get to the end of the season,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, whoa, we almost there, yo. It's almost playoff time. So you know how that's gonna be. You already know how that's gonna be.
Then once the playoff come around, then it's gonna really get real, because then that's when people will be following up on that 20,000. I need to see that. Yeah, y'all got that? We need to see that. What's that? Screenshot it, right? We want to make sure that's in the account. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Even if that's dinner, even if that's reimbursing you for gas and tolls, or reimbursing you for jerseys, or even take your dinner, take your family out to a water park, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Divided amongst the play. I can tell you this though, with all them BRC jerseys they got, they get like they'll get like $10 a person. I'm saying like that. They'll get like $10 a person. They got 50 people on the sideline.
So what about some predictions real quick? Were you going to say something, Cam?
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Some predictions. All right. Now
you this week, right? Cam versus Silky? Is that what we're doing?
Ooh.
Get him early.
Oh my goodness. So what's
they're gonna say LJ loves Silky.
Listen. I'm on the sideline. I'm with Ike, right? And I'm thinking, you're gonna switch. You can you can bring Cam, Call Boogie off and put Big Jawan in. Like they ran a couple plays. Wait till you see this, L. They running direct snaps. I mean, well, it ain't a direct snap, but I'm saying they just coming straight Jawan up the middle. Like, how do you stop him, man? You can't even stop him. There's no I don't even know who can match up with him. There ain't nobody can match up with him. Then who you got out there that can match up with him?
They do got somebody that can match up with him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he showed up. I don't know if he showed up last week. That big boy, if you look, they got the big boy that played. He played for some XFL team. I forgot his name. He's the one that's blocking for hard body and a bunch of the plays. He blocked like 3 guys downfield. He's like 6'4", 280. What's this guy's name? He's big. You know what I'm talking about, right, Cam?
Yeah, I heard about him.
He's nice. He's real, and he run. And sometimes he run a football too. But he's big. He's like one of those. I like to see him tackle Juwan, but again, I don't know if he's showing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who knows if he's showing up? He showed up in a tournament, and I don't think he showed up when they played in that rain. I know he wasn't playing that rain. I know that. You know what I'm saying? He's like a high profile player, but I like to see that. I like seeing this Baltimore. I like seeing giving him the ball and giving Jay Black the ball and let him go like that. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's huge. Why can't they do that for my man Bone?
Who run game we fearing the most? Who gonna have the best run game? I mean, the ground and pound. That's where it's at, right? That sets you up for the pass. So who we looking at for that? Like, but we don't know, right? Because it's week 1. Y'all need to see some of this footage. I mean, that Lamel field was a little messy. You remember the puddles out there. So while Jersey was dealing with the pouring down rain,
we was dealing with the puddles and the mud.
In the mud, that field
slipping and falling.
But you got YMCA. You got YMCA.
We had the YMCA. But we had the YMCA this weekend.
I'm down in Jersey.
Well, not you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're coming, right? You're coming.
Yeah, we be there.
I mean, like I said, LJ, I be in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Right.
We be there. Trust me, we be there.
All right, because I want to make sure y'all show up. I won't be there on the mic. I don't see no. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? They at home chilling.
Talking about, man. All I'm gonna say is we've been getting our rides together. We be there.
That's what's up. All
right, one more tough question, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I know y'all got stuff to do. Who or not who? Which state? It's a tough one. Which state is coming home with the chip? Who taking the whole chip this year? Which I'm saying, I mean, is it going to be Maryland? Is it going to be Jersey? What other states is in it anyway? Is it Jersey? Because I know we was talking about, if you watch pre-show on the fight on that app, I mean, there's some other states. I'm talking about far west states that's getting involved too, but I don't think they're coming in this season, right? Or they just they.
So from what I'm told from the league is that they're going to be involved. They're going to be involved into when that $20,000 when that time, that's sometime in July, and all the teams from California, Florida, and from Baltimore, New Jersey will play for that $20,000. That's what was told to me.
So we don't know nothing about them. We're just going to see them come time for playoffs.
I seen them. I seen the combine. I seen the combine and stuff.
They look all right.
This is the thing, right? In all fairness to them, you gotta remember they're just starting. They're like expansion team, like the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars when they first started, they were 0-16. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have their troubles. They'll probably have one athlete here and there, but from what I've seen,
okay.
I know it exactly. So I can predict it every year who's gonna win it. I can tell you in week 1 who's gonna predict it. It's gonna come down to where the championship's gonna be. If for some reason they can rotate the championship down to Baltimore, it'll be a Baltimore team. Simple and plain.
Well, you see, Juwan got this cold in Minnesota, so you know who he.
Yeah, I don't see a Jersey team. I don't see a Jersey team going down to Baltimore and letting Jersey leave Baltimore with that championship. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it, and vice versa. I don't see. I mean, y'all think the rest of the battle week 1? What do you think is gonna happen in the championship? So y'all better be up 40-zip. Going to the third,
Yeah, So no chance of a comeback. Dan Butcher got a question though. He want to know how can we see their games? Is there a channel we can find? Some kind of feed we can see these other out of state West teams play?
Yeah, so the Florida division, we had bad weather last year.
in
Yeah,
that
South
case.
division, they had
Yeah.
bad weather like us. They had to cancel their week, so they had thunderstorms, so they had no games. California, I'm not 100% sure about. We would have to follow up on that, but I know Florida had to cancel their game because of thunderstorms.
Oh, I want to give a personal shout out too, because I know we ain't talk about them, but you're going to see um, their game in a little bit here. And I'm even after getting off this feed, that's why I know I got to shut it down soon because I still got some work to do. I want to give a big shout out to the Vipers, man. New organization. They coming from the Nightmares, and they got a couple key pieces. They got a weapon over there, and the boy from Cali, and they call him Momo. Well, he got Momo on his jersey. They call him Jersey Shore, though. I kept hearing them say, "Hey, Jersey Shore. Hey, Jersey Shore. Come here." So he already got a nickname. He dubbed the nickname in Jersey Shore. He looked clean cut, but he played. What you say though, Cam? He was balling, right?
Man, he was balling. Once again, shout out to the whole Vipers. They definitely came
Yeah.
out there
Shout out to the
and
Vipers.
they didn't give up, man. I tell you what, for them to be a new team, they definitely are scrappy. So I take not, and they actually play the Bulldogs this week, so that's gonna be
that's gonna be a good one. Because let me tell you something. They did show some offense. Now it didn't last too long. They young. I mean, you playing a veteran Vikings team with. I mean, come on. It just wasn't going to last long. But they produced some LJ. Wait till you see them. In the beginning, they produced some but once the Vikings settled in. And Juwan got loose, and everybody, Dreads even got some play. I mean, they started picking up chunk yards. It was over. Confidence started dwindling on their sideline. But you know what? I didn't see him over there arguing like I was used to seeing him as Nightmare. Walking off the field, kicking stuff, throwing stuff. They kept themselves together. They got a big old quarterback over there too, who had a pretty damn good game, man. Wait till you see this big dude slinging a rock, though, L. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know his name, but
his name was Mark. His name was Mark.
So,
how you feel about the predictions this week?
Again, you and Silky. That's gonna be tough. I mean, that's the key prediction. That's the one. That's the game right there.
Is that the game of the week? Is that the game of the week?
That's the game of the week. And what's gonna happen? That there's gonna be a lot of elements that taking place. One thing is that I think that's going to come in places. I think psychologically, you need to shake off the fact that y'all feel that Maryland got, Maryland. No, I'm not saying this happened with all your players or some of your players, but Maryland needs to shake off the fact that they lost the game because of the refs, bad play, whatever the case is, right? If y'all come up here and y'all play y'all game, it's going to be a good game. If y'all start pointing fingers every time there's a bad call, y'all start saying, man, this is what I'm talking about. You're going to hear, man, this is what I'm talking about. That's why I told you not to mess with these children. Man, that's what. It's going to get ugly. Because guess what? They got a prolific offense. They play together. They don't argue amongst each other. And they switch from Silky to what's my man's name that play quarterback? Shoot, I don't even know why I forgot his name.
Cool.
The MVP, Huff. Yeah, and he's airing it out. So he see arguing between y'all friction. He gonna try to put up 60.
He gonna exploit that. He gonna
hell yeah. So if y'all come up here, y'all play your football, get here early. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no Cobras be here if the game started at 1:30. We show up at 1:15 type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come up here, y'all get ready, y'all get here early. I think it'll be a good game, man. It's gonna be a good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being a good game.
But I want to see you play. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you.
Wait till you see him, boy. He back. Yeah. I watched him.
I heard you back. I'm saying. I heard they kept tagging you in the Jersey chat saying Cam Boogie. I got to figure it out. I'll say this guy's back. So
even Ryan was like, "Yeah, what's up, man? Everybody glad to see Cam back. I mean, he's a crowd favorite. Mm-hmm. He's a player favorite. He's just one of them guys that you respect on the field. You like his game. He talk his trash. And I mean, I think he played with. This ain't a pads league, but he played with his gameplay. More than he run his mouth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys talk a lot. They can play, but they talk better and more than they play.
But that's a part of the game. But that's why I look about the league. You should be able to talk and the refs. As long as it's not get crazy, the refs should be able to charge that to the game. Fans want to see that. They like that action.
I'd be tired. They'd be huffing and puffing and blowing steam. I'm like, how you do that and still run
I
70
can't really
yards.
talk. Anybody that played, like it took a while for me to get out because I was one of the players that was like always bickering back and forth with the
Ryan,
other
look,
team, and
Ryan clapping it up.
that
Yo,
that
man, yeah, Cam. No,
man
my
that but
bad. Go
that
ahead. Go ahead. Go
but
ahead.
that take a lot out of you, man, fussing and going back and forth with the other team. So I lately the past 4 seasons, I just been. If it ain't my teammate, I don't talk to him, man. I just like you say, Derek. You know me, you
Yeah,
coach me. You see, I
yeah.
let my play do the talking, man.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
let your play do the talking. You're a humble assassin, and no pun intended, right?
Yeah,
but that
so
time, pun intended. How about that? But I
right.
didn't even. That's not how I was thinking of it. You're a humble assassin. You go do work, play breakdown. You're gonna make something happen, and I respect you for it. Plus, you're a big boy, like you said. When you run with the ball, everybody want to stick you. They can't wait to get their hands on you. You know what I mean? So. Enough
I
respect to your
mean,
game.
I'll be having
Enough
something in
respect.
store for them though once it come about. But
Yeah. And there's so much to talk about. We definitely going to have to pick this show up, and I gotta let everybody know some logistics here. So this is what's going to happen, and everybody that's listening, I know a few of y'all still watching this feed. I do have the Maryland games that was played Sunday. So I'm trying to get those up so Ryan can review them. Once he does, I'm going to upload it to my page so everybody can see. And then I'm also going to send him both of those games so he can put it in the players vault. And let me repeat this. I'm going to say it and then I'm going to repeat it. Ryan told me today, you can go back and look at this feed if you don't catch it the first time. He told me today, games where guys don't have jerseys and they look all out of sorts and unprofessional, you will not see on the big A7 pages. You will not see those games represented on its highest plateau where it can be. And all those games are going straight to the vault. So that we're going to keep them, but they're going straight to the players vault. And
Yeah, he told me that directly. Yeah, he told me that
he
directly.
told you
There
that
won't be
directly.
no. So that was a conversation we had with
Go ahead,
and it wasn't. And a lot of people got to realize that Ryan runs the league. There's another person that runs the league with him at the top, and then he has people that that kind of give him feedback as far as what needs to be done. There is no team whatsoever that will be advertised on any of social media from A7 if they're not looking the part, because they're trying to remember at the end of the day they're trying to push a product. Everyone keeps asking where they getting the $20,000 from, right? Well, they want to present the best product possible. Yeah. And if you guys go out there looking with different jerseys, y'all still be able to watch it with a vault, yeah. But that's it, And the vault got and they're not gonna get they're not gonna really be doing it like what I'm saying, different angles and replays and now A7 is so big, you want to see the replays, you want to see the memes, you want to see people getting hit. You're not gonna be seeing that. So if you don't listen, if your man ain't got a jersey, you better do something. Hey man, I got his $30, man. Let's figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, no doubt. Any closing words before we get out of off of this feed real quick, LJ?
Man.
Hey, first of all, excuse me, Cam. Thank you, LJ, for coming on the show. This is something we're gonna do more. I'm gonna bring you on. I'm gonna bring Cam back. I'm gonna bring in other players, other coaches. Heck, I might even get Mr. Bernard, bring a ref in, see what they got to say. This is my Speak Your Mind show that I do whenever I feel like it. Everybody out there watching, I've already told them this. I told him when Eric was on, and McGee that is, and Eric will be back. He's probably gonna have something to say about this show, talking about you, Al.
Of course,
you know how
it
go.
Yeah.
You know how it go. So we're gonna keep this thing going. Just look for that inbox from me talking about, hey, come on back, because this is an open platform for everybody to say what they got to say. And I might not know everything that y'all know. Y'all do your due diligence with these games. Y'all live this. Y'all breathe this. You too, L. You ain't a player, but you calling people out. You like, come on, man. You want me to know your name, but you can't give me the roster. I love that. They heard that. Get a man the roster. You got one of the players right there. You talking about?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Get that man what he needs. Go ahead.
And one closing thing for me, and I'll just tell him. Well, first, and I think, and so I want to reiterate this with you, regardless if I work for A7 and I'm commentating for them and whatever case is. I already told you everything you're doing. I support. You know what I'm saying? I support that. So regardless of what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you need me to be able to come out here, because I know my voice is all over everything. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you need me to be able to push your product and whatever you need to do, it's love, brother. So
thank you,
you just let me know. It's all love. One thing I just like to tell Absolutely. And I told you that when I reached out to you originally, before. And I don't want people to think that I'm getting to Hollywood on people just because I'm, what I'm saying? The league's getting bigger, but I'm still the same cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same person. So I just tell all the players, listen, get this stuff is getting big. It's getting bigger and bigger.
It's getting big.
So it's getting bigger and bigger. So you guys got to start getting your teams right. Don't be coming out there with no bum teams. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to get your team right. If you ain't got a quarterback, have a game plan. Be out there and be able to win and look good. Just look the part. That's all people want to do is just look the part. I can't speak of what behind the scenes as far as what other. We're supposed to have a big name supposed to show up this past weekend. He didn't show up. I can't really speak on it with the weather, but there's a big name that might be attached to our league. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? And he loves the energy. He loves the action. He loves everything. But one thing he will not love is seeing guys out there not looking professional. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's not going to want to come in here, you know what I'm saying, and looking in the store. Like, I used to, when I lived in Baltimore, I was the assistant store manager at Walmart down there. I don't know if you know the Golden Ring down there.
Yeah.
So I was second command of running that whole store down there.
Wow.
And a few players came in, a few markets came in there, a few players came in there and see me. I checked them out. And when you come in that store, the lines are crazy, right?
Yeah,
right.
It's still like that. It's
not that old because I left, brother. Because I left. I'm not there no more. Right. I'm not there no more. Right? But I was one of the people that's responsible for making sure that the lines was not crazy. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter if you come in there with cash, Section 8, food stamp, whatever. I'm trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get in and out. So that's what I was all about. So when my leadership, my store manager, and my people coming there, that was a reflection of me, how the front end was. You guys got to treat this like a business. You come in there. The best cleats, you got to come there and treat it like a business, man. You can't come out there treating it like this. It's not pickup football no more. It's over. That's in the past. Over. It's over for that now. You know what I'm saying? Now social media, now we're getting so big. Now other people, you got all these celebrities now, replaying your stuff. Listen, man, I can't say people get paid a big check at the end of the day. But one thing I can say is that you're gonna get an opportunity to be able to be recognized that you may not have been able to get before. You know what I'm saying? So just play the part. That's all. I'm not here to throw anyone under the bus. If you look garbage, I'm gonna say you garbage. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes the game fun. If you're good, I'm gonna gas it up. I'm like, yo, this is my man Ace Boogie. I'll gas it. But if you look trash, come on. I gotta. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's it, man. That's
Just real quick, my man Nate. He chimed in. Just he had something to say. Just on.
He said you went under armies.
Yeah. He had a little something to say. A little laugh before we close out. Cam, what's your final words, bro?
One thing you'll never see me is playing Under Armour. I play in Nike. I
wear Under Armour. Cam, you don't wear Under Armour, Cam? No,
I play in Nike.
Aren't you sponsored by Cam? Aren't you sponsored by them?
Nah, I wish I was, man. I wish I was. Nah, but I definitely want to give a shout out.
Yo, he lying. Hold on, he lying. That's Under Armour shirt he got on right there. Yo, look at this. Yo, see what I'm saying? Yo, I told you.
Listen. I play in Nike, but I wear Under Armour around the house. I'm comfortable right now. So, but no, I definitely want to give a shout out to Derek too, man. Like everything we've been through, movie wise, coaching wise, job wise, man. You one of the realest I ever met, man. You my best friend, man.
I love you too, man.
Ain't nobody know. Yeah, what our birthdays a day apart, man.
Yeah. So, something like that.
A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know the bond that we got, man. And I'm happy to be a part of your life and everything, and be a part of everything that you're doing. You got my support with whatever. LJ, I'm gonna shout you out too, man. Like I watch a lot of games. I love you too, man. I watch a lot of games. LJ, I always hear you say positive stuff about Baltimore and negative stuff about Baltimore. I hear you say positive stuff about Jersey and negative stuff about Jersey. But like I said, man, keep doing your thing, man. Don't worry about what nobody else say. Don't nobody know what's going on behind the scenes but you, man. So
I'll get better. So I'll make a commitment. I'll get better. You guys gonna get better, right? So I'm not gonna ask you guys to get better and be able to bring a different product. So I make a commitment to myself every day that I'm gonna get better. Every game will be better, but I'm gonna get better, right? Because again, at the end of the day, I want to look good for myself and my family as well. So you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think everybody better, man. I'm still trying to get better. I'm still learning things. Sometimes I need to hear, my man Dirk in my ear telling me what's right, what's wrong. So
I ain't going nowhere. We're going to do this. Like I said, this is our show. This is our platform. You see people. I wasn't even able to read all the comments. So if I tried, we can go back, look at it later. Heck, I started the feed on time, but I didn't have it live at the time I needed to have it live. So this is just one of them things where we just go, man. We make it happen. It don't matter.
Right.
You know, we deal with the bumps. You know, we get over the hurdles. Cam, you know that's what I'm all about. You know, I don't try to pull no punches. What you see is what you get. You know, I got a Phase 4. This is a brand new liquor store right up the street. People I know, Tim Baker, big shouts out to him. And I'm about to do my sponsor list. I want y'all to stay on for this, and then I'll let y'all go. Like I said, you know, one of my sponsors here, Phase 4 Liquor, they just opened up. They're in Merritt Plaza Center right there where the Wells Fargo is on Merritt Boulevard. Big shouts out to Tim Baker and his team and staff of guys over there. Good people, they deliver to. Just give them a call. Phase 4, they'll run you some alcohol, whatever it is that you might need that their store supplies. Also, big shouts out to Chris Francis from Keto Meal Prep. They over on Harford Road over at Atlantic Catering. Go check out them keto meals, man. I think I got hold on, I'm gonna show you real quick. Hold on, there you go. Keto Meal Prep. Their website is www.kmpaac.com. That's keto meals. That's no carbs, but the food is so good, man. Trust me, I had the crab cakes, talking about 5.5 ounces of lump meat, and it just tastes like regular crab cakes. But listen, the crazy thing about that is if you use that Speak Your Mind promo code that you see in the upper corner, you'll get a 15% discount. And that's not a half bad discount off your food. So all you do is you go to the website you see right there, and you punch in where it says promo code. You just put the word in one word, Speak Your Mind with a capital S, and you know, see what it is on the menu that you want. Order that. You'll get 15% off of whatever's on the menu. Okay, whatever's on the menu. So check it out if that's something that you're interested in. I'm still trying to get in shape. I want to look like Cam. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to trying to get that Cam bob. See, right now I gotta step up and kind of make myself look bigger. You know what I mean?
Gotta get the Cam. Yeah,
no doubt. I'm trying to get big like them. You guys, man. I'm watching them. Get big like them.
Hey, a lot of guys got real, you know, cut up during the off season. Big shouts out to Nick Mays. Nick Mays. We didn't even recognize Nick. We ain't even. We was like, who's that?
Nick my size.
Yeah, he really your size. Wait till you see Nick Mays. Wait till you see when you see Nick, you ain't gonna recognize him right out the way or right off the back. You're gonna be like, man,
that just made him even more of a problem. So.
Yeah, and he, like I said, he scored the first touchdown for the Gators Sunday. So, I mean, he's still a weapon, still got the hands. He's quicker now, more lean, more efficient. So look out for Nick Mays. Juwan, too. Juwan trimmed down. His midsection got a little thinner. So as if you needed him to get in any better shape. Now, you know, so good luck there.
And this is my first time actually playing with Juwan this year. So I'm excited to see what it brings with me and him back there like that.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, LJ, we're gonna pick this up because there was a lot more that we needed to talk about. But
you know, just keep him out of retirement. You know, Juwan likes to retire after losing season, so just watch it. Okay?
Ooh,
yeah.
I never retired though. I never retired.
He retired and unretired. Yeah, he did.
That's Bree came in. Hey, Bree.
Juwan retired and unretired.
I gotta holler at Bree real quick. Hey, Bree. Hey, I know we was talking about your hubby Bone, but listen, it ain't nothing but love. We love Bone. You know what I mean? We just want him to get the rock more. That's all. That's all LJ saying. That's all I'm saying. Feed that man the ball. Let's see what he can do.
I want my money's worth. If I'm paying money, I want to see Bone I want to see him get a carry. I want my money's worth.
Well, he said, do you get a discount because you need some wine? you talking about it, FaZe? Yeah. All you got to do is tell him Derek Stroman sent you. You'll get I think it's a 10% discount. I forgot about the discount at FaZe. My bad. Thank you.
He went down on the discount. He said 15 at first.
Yeah, word.
No. I'm talking the keto joint is 15%.
Okay.
At Phase 4, I think it's 10%. Let me follow up with that. I gotta ask. Listen, man. I got the sponsors are coming in. I'm not even done.
You sure can get 5%.
Yeah. Oh no, he got it wrong. It's 5%.
He got it wrong. 5%. Yeah.
Okay. See, this is how you promote. I'm trying to show y'all something. Y'all paying attention. I'm trying to show y'all how to promote, man.
All right, go ahead, brother. Show us, brother.
See, look, she gonna make sure she come up, right? See what I'm saying? Like, look, but let's get back to my man's real quick though. See, I gotta give a shout out to Big Nate. Much love to Big Nate. He said he lost some weight too, man. He working out.
We don't count.
It's a coke regiment, man. Come on, man. Keep that nose clean. Keep that nose. You give a shout out to the sponsor and all that.
My bad. I gotta read the
that,
whole message.
You read that wrong.
I'm taking wrong, man.
My bad.
Yeah,
Nate, man, you would.
You gotta be a Pepsi guy. You gotta be a Pepsi guy. You gotta say flip it. You gotta be a Pepsi guy. Come on, man.
Man, bye, Nate. Drink more water, man. Dang. Oh man, but it's all good, man. Like I said, this show could go on and on. Next time we'll probably schedule for a weekend. I get everybody back. Bring some more guests in, man. I can load it up, and we can really have a blast talking about a lot of stuff that's going on. After these 2 games that I recorded Sunday or posted, we're gonna have to come back and talk about how we felt about those games and everything.
Yeah, let's talk to Cam after this game. Let's talk to Cam post game after the U game. You know, we got pregame thoughts. Let's do a postgame thoughts. Hey, what you see out there, Cam? Was it a little stronger than you thought?
Yeah,
I was out there fast, man. I don't know, man. You know.
Hey, look, I'm with it. You know, I'm with it. Hey, one more sponsor of mine. I know. Hey, look, I'm loading them up. I'm telling you, LJ, watch how I do it, bro.
Here we go. Wait, look, who else?
Heaven Sent Assisted Living. Those are my people. They over there on Frankfurt Ave. That's right off of Hartford Road. In that area, they located 4411 Frankfurt Ave. All right, there's the number up there. We need 2 more residents, and this is assisted living. So if you know somebody out there that you want to have a good facility, good home, good place, my Uncle John and his lovely wife Chantel over there, they run a phenomenal establishment. I've been over there. I shot them a commercial, the whole 9. Get over there before those spots get filled, all right? Heaven Sent Assisted Living. Got 2 slots available for somebody in need, all right? So, all right, that's it, man. All right, I'm done, man. I'm done. Look. Listen, the list is gonna get longer. Hopefully. But look,
it is.
Thank y'all for your time. I appreciate it. Get ready for the next show because it's coming up. All right, I love y'all. LJ, you be safe. Hey, where's this feed coming from, LJ? Where you at right now, bro? I forgot.
I'm in where am I at right now? I'm in Jersey. I'm in Princeton right now. Princeton, New Jersey.
Princeton, Jersey. So how about that, y'all? You know what I mean? Thanks for taking time out of your evening to come on the show. Come on the Speak Your Mind show. Cam, go ahead, Cam.
I said I think we all over the place because what you out Dundalk there?
Yeah, I'm in Dundalk. Where you at, bro?
Catonsville.
Yeah.
Oh, you in Dundalk? You in Dundalk, Derek?
I live here, man. I've been living here for what, 13, 14 years, bro.
I lived around the corner from that 7-Eleven down there, around the corner from the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. You talking about on Lynch Road, the Lynch Road side? Yeah. I'm literally, that's my street. I'm on Harold Road, bro. I'm literally right there by that 7-Eleven that you're talking about. Yeah. So that's why I say when y'all start talking about my man's LJ, man, look, don't talk about L around me, man.
Yeah, man.
If anything, let's talk about it on the show because that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, you know what? The next time I hear somebody talking slick L, I'm gonna say, you know what? All right, bet. I'm gonna get L back on the show. You're gonna tell L straight up what you just said and let that man fend for himself.
And that's okay. And you know, and that's okay. That's fine. But you gotta come up with real stuff. Don't come up to me. You gotta ask the question. Yo, what you ain't knowing players? All right, well maybe LJ man probably ain't got the rosters. And still, what time is it? 8:17. I still ain't got the Vikings roster on Tuesday.
I love it. See, that's hey Cam, come on, baby.
And I'm about to go on Facebook. And I'm about to go on the Facebook group right now and tag all the captains and say, yo, stop the rosters. Yo, Derek, I bet you don't get them joint till Saturday night.
Wow. Oh, well, we got what happened? We lost. I think we lost. Oh, hold on. Did we lose Cam? Oh no, he back. I thought we lost him we lost you for a second, Cam.
But it's all good, baby. But Derek, it's all good though, because guess what? I'm gonna call everybody Jay Black and Ace Boogie Lou. It's all good.
Oh, there's a lot of boogies in
can't call me that.
Well, I know you, but I was just saying. But everyone else, I'm just gonna call him by default. Jay. Oh, this is my man Jay Black.
Oh, they gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad.
Yeah, so you better get the rosters. You better get the rosters. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, man, great show. I'm gonna bring y'all back on real soon here. I love y'all once again. I'm gonna get those games up. That's what's on my mind right now. I know the later it gets, the tireder I'm gonna get here soon and want to lay it down, but I ain't gonna be able to do that tonight. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Much love. I'll see y'all later. All right. Hey, reach out to me anytime. We're gonna have a follow-up show. All right. I'll see y'all later.
Cam, I see you Sunday, Cam.
Yeah, you gonna see me Sunday,
All right.
man.
For
All
sure.
right, Dirt, man. Thanks for
Later.
having me, brother.
Absolutely.
You,
I'll talk to y'all, fellas. Love y'all. Peace. Peace. Woo, what a show. What a show, man. It's always fun. It started out daytime. Now it's dark, but it was a great show. I appreciate everybody who was watching. Again, big shouts out to all the sponsors. Thanks for the shirt, Tim. Phase 4 Liquors, Merritt Plaza Center or something like that. It's over there by the Wells Fargo on Merritt Boulevard. Go check them out. It's been a great show. Thanks for everybody that came in on the feed. Bree, Boone, all y'all, Curly, man, everybody that came in, man. We had a nice turnout. Kyle, Devin, Ryan Shamar, appreciate you, man. Juwan, Devontae, Ayote, Chris Hunter, much love. Again, everybody that came in on the feed. I'm scrolling. Amani, my dog, Mike De Niro. I didn't even say what's up to you, Bone. Much love to you, Bone. Reese. Everybody chimed in. Trey Ferguson. You was a great interview. My Necropolis brother at arms. Rem Jacobs. Loud, my man's Loud. So I appreciate everybody that added their input on this show, man. So this is your man, Derek Stroman. This is the Speak Your Mind show. I will see all of you on the next episode, as always. So much love, y'all. Y'all have a good night.